So tonight I'm with Sarah and her pet duck, MooMoo, right?
Yes.
And Sarah, how long have you been homeless out here in the streets of Phoenix?
4.5 years on and off.
And 4.5 years ago, what caused you to come out to the streets?
I left my family because they had kicked out my baby's dad, or my boyfriend at the time. So I came out here with him, 7 months pregnant.
And you're currently using blues, but how did that start off?
Originally I was doing heroin, but I went to the methadone clinic and I got off of heroin probably for about a year and a half. And we had met a guy at the clinic that had just gotten off probation, and he started selling heroin again. And he was like our good friend, so he started hooking me up for free. And since I started doing heroin again, when the blues hit, I couldn't find it really that easy anymore. So basically I just switched to blues, and I've been doing them ever since.
What's the biggest difference between H and blues?
I personally like heroin better than the blues. The blues are like it's a really strong high, I guess, when you do get high, but you nod off so fast, or fall asleep so quickly that you don't really enjoy the high, and it's such a shorter high that it's just more expensive for less of a high. I mean, that's if your tolerance isn't so high that you can even get high.
Also, what's the price difference between blues and H?
Blues have gone down drastically lately, so they're pretty much cheaper than cheap, but they're gonna start going back up supposedly at some point. But I mean, heroin is a little bit more expensive, I would say. I mean, it's hard to tell the price difference because you have either grams or half grams for the heroin, or you have, pills is just by the piece, or pop, or whatever you want to call it.
Or 50, a pack of 50, or a pack of 100,
packs,
whatever.
Yeah.
And why do you think the price is gonna go up soon?
Because supposedly they dropped the price so they could get out a lot of product. But now that the prices dropped dramatically, heroin prices have gone up, and now they're trying to drop the heroin price and bring the blue price back up, trying to balance it out. And so now they're pushing out bad pills, or pills that aren't as great, or whatnot. And then there's supposed to be a bidding war between the three families in Mexico that deal with it. I don't know all that. I'm not a...
You just hear it on the streets, though?
Yeah, but it's hearsay by a lot, and people that would know. So.
Wow, interesting. Have you ever tried treatment yourself?
Just the methadone clinic, really. I mean, I've tried to get clean at home too, or went to California for a week trying to do withdrawal there before the blues hit there. I mean, it was hard to find blues there on the boardwalk. It was I found maybe one person with blues, and she wanted $25 for one, when they're $2 here. $2 if, 3 or 2, or 1 if you know some, depending on who you're going, who you are. But, and then the other person that I found blues through, they were fake, so I had to get my money back for those. But they wanted $15 to $20 a piece too. So I ended up, I did get heroin out there, but it wasn't strong enough to get me out of my withdrawal. So I did go through withdrawal in California, but the minute I got back, I went back to using because I just wasn't ready, couldn't do it.
You mentioned you were 7 months pregnant out here in the streets. What happened with your baby?
I had my baby, and because I was at the methadone clinic, DCS gets involved automatically. But because I had marijuana in my system, they got a little bit more involved. And then my baby's grandfather, had called DCS on me and my boyfriend, and basically said that we were doing a lot more drugs than what was happening, and that my mom and brother were doing drugs in the household with the kids. And they came and took my daughter into custody, and she was in a foster home for a month, and then my oldest sister moved out specifically to have my daughter put back into her care, so she's in the family, and she's been adopted to my sister.
So you have no more parental rights?
No. My baby's dad was abusive, so when I was trying to do everything I had to do to get her back or have my rights restored, it was really, really difficult having an abusive boyfriend and being on the streets and feeling like you had nowhere to go or nobody to turn to, nobody could help me.
Sarah, where'd you go to high school?
Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona.
That's a good area.
I lived with my another ex-boyfriend and his family, so I went there for senior year.
When you were younger, what did you want to become as an adult?
A teacher.
You have a passion for children, for teaching others, or what?
Yeah, I either wanted to be a marine biologist or a teacher. I always wanted to be like a middle school teacher because that's like they're a little bit harder to teach because you have to keep their attention and they're going through that weird stage of their life and whatnot. And I don't know, I just always had a thing for wanting to, I used to help my best friend's mom, who was a Catholic school teacher, set up her classroom, grade her papers, stuff like that. I was like a student teacher aide.
And would you say that addiction derailed your dreams?
No, I feel like my depression did before I even started doing drugs. I actually didn't start doing hard drugs or even really smoking weed on a regular basis until I turned 18. I didn't start doing heroin and meth until I was 22, after my dad died. I never even had a beer in my life. I don't party, I don't do big crowds of people. I'm not your typical person you would find out here. Obviously.
It's just life takes turns, right? It takes you some odd turns.
All it takes is one bad decision and, depression, peer pressure,
It's like
curiosity.
a snowball effect.
Yeah, that's all it takes, really. Bad boyfriends, just any little thing could.
What does your future hold for you?
I don't know. Only God will tell. But just take it one day at a time. I mean, right now, because I just got out of 2 abusive relationships back to back. And after that, I did go home and I was working full time and living at home, doing the right thing. And it just I wasn't ready for it, I guess you could say, after everything I went through. So I came back out here and I'm just trying to like really kind of figure out myself or find out what I want to do or where I want to go.
It's never too late. You can always decide to get better,
Oh, I know.
do better things,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
You deserve it.
Yeah. I've got a big sport team. Like, I mean, I still talk to my mom and my grandmother. My baby's dad is clean and sober, and he comes out to visit me and tries to get me to go to rehab. Even people out here that are going to detox beg me to go with them. Like, I mean, I'm.
What keeps you here then?
Just not being ready to face reality, I guess. I don't know.
That's how powerful this addiction is?
I don't think I'm out here for the addiction, because I had the addiction even at home. I could go home and work and still have my addiction. I'm not homeless because of my addiction.
So big depression, anxiety, stuff from the past? Still haven't dealt with that yet?
Yeah, that's what I would say. Because, I mean, like I said, I could go home and still use. I could go to work and still use. I could do anything and still use. I didn't get kicked out of my house because of my addiction. I didn't leave home because of my addiction.
There's some trauma that you haven't dealt with yet, probably, most likely.
Tons of it.
Tons of it. Got it. Sarah, I'm gonna say thank you very much for talking to me. I appreciate meeting you and MooMoo. Please stay safe, get well. I hope you deal with the trauma soon and get out of here because you know, you have so much more to live for, okay? So I'm gonna give you my card with my number so you can call me if you ever need a ride to treatment or somebody to talk to, okay?
All right.
I offered you some Narcan, some boxes of Narcan, but you already have some, right?
Yeah, I have 2 boxes of the spray, and then I have 2 of the muscle injection.
Okay, so, but I'm gonna offer you a little medication box for safekeeping, okay?
Thank you.
And also, here's a bag from one of my subscribers, a friend of mine. Her name is Shorty. She donated some items. Are those some items that you could use?
Of course, anything out here is helpful. I mean, and even if it's not for me, I keep it for others. Like, everybody comes to me when they need something because I'm like problem solver.
You're a go-to person out here?
Yeah, for the most part. People either have me watch their stuff because I'm the most trustworthy people out here, or, you know, if they need something, they'll come ask me if I have it, because I keep, like I said, I keep extra things for people or whatnot, so.
Awesome.
Oh, that's a cute card. So you want me to read the letter?
Yes, please.
Alright. First, I want to say thank you for accepting this blessing bags my friends and family helped me make for you. I only ask that you do me a favor and say a prayer for me as I battle my struggles with depression and addiction and awful thoughts as well. When you can, please pay it forward and bless someone by simply being a friend and helping someone in need. I hope these items help out a little. Be safe and please call Art to go to treatment. We really do care about you. I am praying for you. Stay up, stay blessed, stay groovy. Shorty girl.
So that was really nice of Shorty to offer that blessing bag for you and some words of encouragement for you, right?
Is she on the streets as well, or is she in treatment?
She has her battles with, you know, substance and yeah, health-wise, you know. So
Right.
yeah, health-wise stuff not always good for her, but she's awesome because she takes a lot of time to create these bags, you know, and
Yeah.
she's on disability and
Yeah, you've been going through what she's going through.
Yep.
She has, like, I totally understand.
Yep, exactly. So you get it, right? So again, people think about you, they love you, they don't even know you, but you matter out here, okay, Sarah?
Mhm.
So please give yourself an opportunity, and I know you're in a hurry, so we have to cut it a little bit short. You didn't have time to go through the items in the bag, but it was really nice meeting you. Stay safe, and we'll talk again, okay?
Definitely.
Thank you.